Hey everyone, welcome back to the Halo Championship Series. You're watching the North America Finals for the fall season. $150,000 on the line today, $75,000 for first place. Most importantly, the crown of North American champion. I'm Axel Toss, joined here by Strong Side and Sims. We've been watching a couple Halo matches today, 2-4-0 sweeps from Optic and Envious. Before we get into dissecting the next match, though, I do want to remind everyone watching at home, we do have raffles going on. We're giving away stuff. Please take the free stuff that we're giving. Go to esl.gg/HCS Finals Raffle. Look, there's a headset, there's an Xbox, there's a chair, there's looks like an Xbox membership in there, a bunch of jerseys, so plenty of stuff to win. esl.gg/HCS Finals Raffle. Do it, or Walshy will get all the stuff. Just kidding, he's not eligible. He might be eligible, but
no.
We like making fun of Walshy, especially when he can't defend himself right now.
Go to town. This is all you, Sims.
Oh,
Sims,
is this what we're doing?
Yeah.
Are we just going to, like...
Just a quick Walshy roast, and then we can move on.
Well, he's terrible at playing, so now he's casting. You booted him off Final Boss because he was terrible.
Oh,
you know?
dang. Dang.
Everyone's Final Boss dreams, Mike ruined them.
All right, well.
So we're going to have to revert this to Sims real quick. After talking to some of the fans in the stands, we did get confirmation on the Walshy 1v1.
Yeah?
Nobody thinks you're going to win, man.
Really?
Nobody.
Wow. Oh.
I heard
Not
that.
a single person thinks you're going to win.
Why are you doing this to me? Come on. I need some support here.
Show Sims
Help
some
me out.
support. I feel like maybe you could. No, yeah, you'd probably lose.
I might be able to get one kill. If I get one, I'll be happy.
There you go. Hey, that could probably happen. But let's talk about this next match. We got Team Liquid versus Straight Rippin. This is our first match where we're going to see a team eliminated from the tournament. The loser of this match will go home, but $15,000 still for them is nice. However, again, everyone has their eyes on the $75,000 first place prize. But let's break it down. Team Liquid just fell to Optic 0-4. Straight Rippin, the first match we saw, fell 0-4 to Envious. So what do you guys think about this matchup?
Looking at Liquid, obviously getting the matchup against Optic Gaming first, that's not who you want to play to start the tournament. We saw phenomenal things from them at HCS Las Vegas. They put up a hell of a fight against Team Envious, knocking them to the losers bracket. But now, definitely, mentally, that's got to be hurting them a little bit. They got to leave that behind. They're still a very strong and solid team. They've gone through that roller coaster before, and they've been able to eliminate some of their major issues within the team. They are really going to have to leave that Optic Gaming series behind if they want to be able to win this series.
I mean, this kind of goes back to, we look at HCS Las Vegas, right? What they did to Team Envious. They pushed them to a second best of 7 and then took them all the way down to game number 7. That just looked like I mean, this could just stand true to how strong Optic Gaming is. And you could even say how poorly Team Envious played, right? But they did not. They looked like a shadow of their former selves in that one because they were given the run of their life. But then again, on the opposing side, so was Straight Rippin, yeah? APG, Heinz, Eco, and Ace. Heinz had an absolute catastrophic game. I'm a big Richie Heinz fan, but he did not have the best series of his life. Now he's going to turn that around, okay? These guys, this team, one of them has to go home. Both teams staring down the barrel of relegation from the tournament. Nobody wants to be ejected in 4th.
Yeah, and this is a best of 7, remember that. But ultimately, these teams have not won a game just yet. You got to wonder, is that going to carry over to this next round as Liquid was just on stage and now they're playing again. So can they get their wits about them, kind of reset and make sure their mentality is sound coming into this match? I got to ask you guys for a prediction though. Best of 7, Liquid versus Straight Rippin. Who you got? What's the score?
You know, I'm going to have to say Team Liquid here. I'm going to have to say Team Liquid 4-2. Just with how well they played at HCS Las Vegas. I mean, we saw Straight Rippin play there as well, but it just looked like Team Liquid was the more dominant team. Got to give it to them.
Yeah, I'm totally behind you, Mike. Unfortunately, as much as I love the players on this roster, I personally think Ace is one of the best players in Halo 5, individually talented. But yeah, I mean, we all want to see a game 7. I definitely want to say that it's going to go all the way. But I've got to give this one to Liquid 4-3.
All right, there you have it. Looks like the players are ready to go. Fist bumping left and right, getting hyped, getting ready for this next match. One of these teams will be going home. The other will move on in the loser bracket. Here we go. Liquid versus Straight Rippin, the next match of the Halo Championship Series Fall Final. With the commentary is going to be Walshy and Elamite. Take it away, guys.
All right, Kyle. Thank you again, Axel Toss. But Kyle, who do you have in this match? Because your predictions can't get worse.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and predict that one team is going to pick up their very first win after this next game of the day.
Well played, sir. Well played. But for real, though, we got both these squads had devastating losses. Neither of these had an easy first round. They both had a quick 4-0. So I think one thing that we can take away from this match is kind of guesstimating how well Optic versus Envy is going to go. Because, for example, if we see Team Liquid absolutely crush Straight Rippin, that's just going to show that Optic 4-0'd a team that was playing better.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of flashed back to yesterday, watching the Enigma 6 and 3's Up series be so close, and then watching Allegiance just run away with it over TMMT. So we kind of had the same little bit of discussion here, but this is going to be one of the matches I'm most excited for a couple different reasons, one of which is over the course of the regular season Pro League, Team Liquid and Straight Rippin have had some of the closest and most intense series that we saw all season long.
Yeah, I just want to see something go past Game 4. I mean, these are 4 of the best teams, if not the 4 best teams in the HCS Pro League, and we just want to see some great games.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm sure that is what we're going to be in store for, and it's an opportunity for both of these teams to come out and show what they're capable of doing. And like I said, one of these teams is going to pick up their very first win, you know, get some of that confidence back, get back into this tournament and make a run going forward.
Well, we are kicking this off on Plaza Strongholds, and as unbiased commentators, we're going to start with Kyle's little brother, Ace, from Straight Rippin.
All right, we are here on board with Ace. As he immediately pushes up to top div. He's trying to contest this camo. He's got another player top gold helping him out. There's some good collapses here coming out for Straight Rippin as they're pushing over here towards that camo. Now, went ahead and burnt in the mid-40s mark here. But with that being said here, one Stronghold, the Yard, already going over to Straight Rippin.
Yeah, and I like that rotation from Ace. He realized his team was going to get control of Bomb Center and instantly went towards Nest. The one thing that surprised me most is not that they both went for Bomb Center, but they just kind of let go of Nest early on. I've always felt like Nest is a stronger position to hold. It's a safer stronghold to grab, but maybe Straight Rippin, who had just acquired 3 kills on the map, decide that they can go wherever they want.
And back to a second triple cap all ready to start this game. Yard turned over really quickly, but they got it back immediately after 3 dead. Now another numbers advantage already as Eco picks up 1. Ace grabs another kill. This is an amazing opening start here for Straight Rippin. They've completely turned it around.
Yeah, however, we've seen the kill feed clearly going in the favor of Straight Rippin, but it's not that significant. It looks like it's only by a couple kills.
Oh my God, listen to this. APG has 7 kills right now. Everyone else on Straight, only 1 kill.
So APG stepping up here and just goes to show what can happen. One player is playing on fire. Only a minute and a half into the game, and Straight Rippin up by 34 points.
All right, here now we see players running around still holding a triple cap, dropping down bottom center. Bottom mid, that is a difficult hill to go for your first one, and when your teammates are doing this, you really can't get stuck down there. This might be a good opportunity for Straight to recapture another triple cap here as they're starting to pick up some more kills already.
Yeah, it looked like Liquid opted to not go back and stop Yard. They decided to go towards the center of the map. It's kind of like this all or nothing play. Basically, you're giving up the chance where you might get triple capped on, but you're hoping that you take control of the center of the map and you get majority control.
All right, now we're over here with Eco, who's getting into a big fight. Ness is going to be taken out there, but his teammates do come in and clean it up. That's Ace picking up a double kill, who is now moving around the map here. We'll go ahead and take a look quickly at him as he's going to focus here on Ness as Yard is battling, and that's going to go over to Team Liquid, but a pretty good trade here coming out for Straight, and they didn't even let Liquid jump in
time. Yep. Hoping to get that 1 point. I wish I would have bet you before this this match saying one of the teams or both teams will get at least 1 point here on Plaza Strongholds.
Yeah, I mean, that would be decent odds, but Ace moving around, timing camo perfectly. Looks like Hoaxer's on top of that one. 62-point run to open this one up. Straight is really turning it around. This is a pretty impressive performance to start.
And I like that play from Ace. Overall, he had the right idea, just a little bit of a misexecution. But in short, even when you make small misexecutions, if you're in the right place at the right time, things are going to go your way.
Yeah, and look at this. He's just contesting this bottom mid pit. He kills the shotgun player, gets back into the hill. Last guy's over there towards Prius. He's going to be able to try to stay alive as long as possible, just buy in time for his teammates. Not going to be able to do quite enough, but they're picking up a few kills here on the way. And there you go, Dave. You win the bet. They got at least 1 point.
They did finally get that 1 point, but despite being able to get control of Bomb Center, we still saw Eco in a great position. He was still holding down Nest. Obviously ended up getting taken down by that shotgun. but it's a great sign for Straight Rippin that even when they have a couple members falling down, they're still keeping some sort of a map presence.
Oh, an APG literally almost destroys Rain, but then misses a few shots and gets taken out here. But his teammates will go ahead and finish that one up. Spar in his bottom center. They are trying to contest this hill. Oh, it looks like the double melee won't go, and that is going to be Hill going back over to Straight Rippin as Penguin is just moments too slow on the contest.
This is one of the most chaotic bottom centers I've ever seen on Plaza Strongholds. Just everyone not giving up for it for 1 second. It seems like we have yet to see Team Liquid just decide to push towards Nest or try to push out somewhere besides going straight for bomb center.
And they just put 3 dead again. Penguin, or excuse me, Rain, last guy line pushing over to Yard, but there's 2 members of Straight there. That's not going to work out in your favor, and they're going to be off split spawns again. And wow, this is an impressive performance. I think I've already said it 3 times, but look at this score. Somebody's, like we said, picking up their very first one and Straight in prime position to close out game number 1.
Yeah, and Eco in quite possibly one of the stronger positions here on Plaza, just realizing that he has bomb center and Nest, and he can just set a trap for any of these Team Liquid members. If someone jumps inside Nest, he can just whip out that AR and easily get that kill.
And great plasma pistol shot coming out of the likes of Team Liquid, but it's not going to be enough as Straight Rippin is just everywhere here, and Team Liquid cannot handle it right now. And look at them. Finally, you're seeing these guys pumped up and ready to play Halo today.
Here's one thing that I'm thinking. After seeing that dominating first game, 100-12, that's starting to look a little bit better for Envy. I know we're just basing this off of 1 game. Maybe that's one of Straight Rippin's stronger game types. Maybe it's Team Liquid's one of their weaker game types. But in short, both those matches earlier, 4-0s and Envy dominated Straight Rippin early on.
Yeah, I mean, they really did. Envy's already come out, made a statement. Optic came out and made a statement. Now, Straight Rippin's looking to make a statement of their own here as they take that game number 1 here in a very, very convincing fashion over the likes of Team Liquid.
Yeah, we'll take a quick look at these stats. You noticed how APG started off with 7 kills, but after that, he slowed down just a slight little bit. Finished up with 10 kills, but more notably, 12 assists.
Yeah, look at the assists coming out of Straight Rippin. Extremely impressive. The only one that didn't really have a lot was Ace, but from the likes of his screen, he was kind of anchoring Nest and just being a distraction most of the time here. So the triple or the teamwork coming out from the other 3 members is on point.
Yeah,
this
42 assists out of 47 kills for Straight Rippin.
On Plaza, too. Like, that's not a map where
There's a
you
lot
see,
of times
like,
where you get those individual fights over at Yard, but one thing you notice is that even when Straight Rippin did push into Yard, they had a couple members. They'd either have someone near gold, or they'd push 2 members into Yard, like right here, APG, and I believe that was Eco double teaming in Yard to get those captures. So no surprise that Straight Rippin had 42 out of their 47 kills assisted.
And that means that now Team Liquid is 0-5 so far to start this weekend, and not really any close games, as this new game and the new series also is not close. They really need to turn this around if they have any chance of defeating this now hyped up Straight Rippin squad that we're seeing.
Yeah, Straight Rippin getting off to the start that they needed here in this series. Liquid, like you said, needs to pick it up quick. These games can fly right by, especially when you're running into a Regret Team Slayer next. That could be a 5-6 minute game if it goes a little too quick.
Yeah, I mean, it's all going to come down to those power-ups, power weapons, who's controlling them. We saw just what can happen yesterday when the plasma caster is not used effectively enough. You know, not to call anyone out, but the
As you call someone out.
Yeah. The Rammy clip, of course. So, you know, of course, everybody dies sometimes, but yeah, Shooter just going absolutely clutch when if that played out a little bit differently, we might have seen a different outcome.
Absolutely. So we're going to have to see if Liquid can bounce back from that first defeat. The good thing going for Liquid, though, is this is a 7-game series. They've also gotten the ban/pick phase where they're going to be able to integrate a few of their better game types and remove some of Straight Rippin's better game types. So hopefully they can just shake that first game off, pick it back up here on Regret Team Slayer or Coliseum CTF.
Yeah, and you can see all these players. Looks like Team Liquid, they're trying to brush off that loss, get back into this one. You see the fist bumps happening. We are, like you said, Dave, looking at Slayer on Regret. First 50 kills to win. We got the Plasma Caster. We've got the Overshield here on the map. Who do you want to start this off with?
I want to kick this one off with Spartan. He's been known as this emotional leader on the Team Liquid squad. I also want to go into a listen at some point during this match to hear how they're communicating, because if I go to a listen with Liquid and I hear them coming out flat, not screaming out these call-outs. I would say stick a fork in them. They're done. However, if we start to see these guys get pumped up, which we do have 3 kills wrapped up at for Team Liquid. So let's go to a listen-in with Spartan and Team Liquid.
You're gonna be red. You're gonna be red. Tyler block blue. Tyler block blue.
Okay. I have combo.
I'm gonna sit talking. Who's watching bridge? Who's watching bridge? I'm watching bridge. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Watching bridge.
Alright, Zane's watching pink.
Might try to flank out.
Yo, I think I think one got out.
Listen, if we see one get out, we're fucking
I think one got out, guys.
If we see one get out, we're so
Yo, needles now. Needles now. Go.
Alright,
Alright, I'm looking at
Zane. Push you. One red.
red, guys. And they're gonna be probably P behind me.
Under it to the left.
Still there.
Watching our back.
He has to reload that.
Nice.
Watching our back.
Guys, top mid. Get that caster. Somebody get caster. It's on bottom red.
Needles has 2 shots. Has 2 shots.
Three red cards.
I gotta be
2 more there, I think.
Trying to look. I'm sitting top here. We have blue ridge. Blue ridge weak.
Needles.
One shot.
Opposite needles, guys. In needles, one shot.
We got blue ridge, guys.
Nice.
There's still a guy in needles. There was one in needles.
I'm one shot. I got card
Tyler.
Top P trying to chase you.
Blue card killed me.
One shot. He's
Scatter
one
down
mid.
top mid. It's got card 3 blue side. Blue card 3, Hammy. Blue card 3, look.
He's weak. Look at me, Heinz. NP wanted me somewhere, guys. I need no P side. I need somebody on my bridge or something.
I'm coming, team.
I'm gonna get
Four, yeah. You're good.
Top middle.
Top P on sync.
We need P side, guys. Alright, top mid. Come in, top P.
Blue card really weak.
Blue card weak. Same blue card.
He was crouching the same spot you are.
Tyler, we cannot die here.
Put card 2.
Okay, I'm coming.
2 more card 2. Card 2, blue card.
I got one shot mid.
Weak top card.
I can't say he's still up there. He's still up there.
Top mid weak. Turn around.
I'm looking at top.
Top mid left guy.
Blow up.
He's there.
He's on the top. Native bridge. He's on bridge weak. Get him with it.
He's one.
Give me a second.
Blue window weak.
I come from blue.
Blue window ace.
I got P1 or something. P1 to blue. Blue side.
P1 to blue. I'm just watching. Two blue behind. Back up. Two blue behind.
And that was a listen-in with Team Liquid. You hear them. I hear energy in their voices, maybe not overly yelling, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I've been on teams before where people just shout over and over and sometimes emphasize call-outs that aren't nearly as important.
And we just saw the Plasma Caster player die. We saw the Overshield get burnt by Team Liquid. And of course, tweet coming in here from HCS. Make sure you get your free gold rec packs. Go ahead and enter the straight lead 20 code there to redeem that.
Dude, why do we gotta be casting during these times where you get free rec packs? I wish I would be on my box right now, entering those in. But either way, we got Commonly here with the caster. They had a significant lead, about an 8-kill lead early on, and this has started to dwindle a bit. I'm wondering what is Liquid's problem. It seems like, obviously, any of these teams that have made it this far, when they have control, things are going your way, things are going to be fine. It's all about during those neutral positionings or the times when your team is on the back foot, how you mitigate those losses, how you make sure you don't give up as many kills as you should.
Ooh, and the great shots here coming out of Rain as he secures a kill there. Grenades coming out, trying to hold these players back. Not going to be able to do so. Heinz actually finishes off the kill there with a Splinter grenade. Now we're on board here with Commonly, and this is back to a close game after an incredible start here for Team Liquid. STR8 Rippin doing an amazing job of getting back into this one. Big battle happening here, top center, 2v1 situations as help starts coming in. 2 kills go over. That's a numbers advantage, Dave. We are all tied up.
And that is a huge comeback from STR8 Rippin, like you said. Being down 8 kills on Regret is no easy feat. And I don't think it was either because it wasn't like STR8 Rippin had a full sort of setup and went through rounds of slaying after slaying. It's just sort of on even footing. They would give up 1 death and get 2 or 3 members of Liquid down. So great trade by STR8 Rippin.
And Ace doing some really good damage here from the base. Great Splinter nade, grabs a kill, put damage on 3 players, and stays alive. Oh, just kidding. He is taken out as the Plasma Caster is starting to come up. Nobody in position here from STR8 to try and grab that. But we also have to worry about that new Overshield as APG grabs 1 kill with the scatter. Make that a double kill. Big plays coming out of APG.
And I didn't see who was able to get the OS. Surprisingly, Penguin was able to get the Overshield, but it looks like it is getting melted. Not the environment for a Penguin to be in. APG taking down Penguin with that scatter shot.
Oh, Dave, you're killing me sometimes here. 24-21. Amazing shots coming out of APG. This is the APG. Look at him calling out now as opposed to the first series. It is a completely different team, a completely different each individual player here as well. This was the hyped up energy or energetic STR8 Rippin that we were calling out needs to show up if they're going to be able to upset any of these best teams in the entire world.
Yeah, Liquid got the start they needed on Regret, but just seems like STR8 Rippin a little too persistent and perfect shots across the map on Rain, APG playing out of his mind right now.
And just to think what the score was a minute ago, APG just on an absolute tear. He's currently sitting at 8-5 here. We'll get to actually clarify that here in a minute, but still locking down over here on top Plasma Caster with that scatter shot. He's got no ammo in his gun. I hope he realizes that shortly. Pulls out the scatter shot.
Staying alive. Such a good job. So even though APG got taken down in the situation, he still distracted Spartan for so long. Spartan had his back towards top center. Spartan had to use a grenade to take out APG. All those little advantages add up over time for his teammates. And Eco launching a couple Plasma Casters grenades over towards Penguin, taking out Penguin and Spartan and keeping control of top center.
Oh, and up by 11 now. They got eyes on the other player here hiding on the bridge towards blue side. Eco doing a great job just cutting off his angle so he can watch different lines of sights without taking any other damage from across the map.
And I like that play. Eco controlling the pace of the fight. Noticing there's player bomb center. One thing I've noticed, this is the second time for members of STR8 Rippin where they've run out of ammo. That's a good sign to see. That means you are staying alive long enough and doing so much damage across the map.
Guys, don't play too aggressive. I need to grab a gun. All I can do right now is try to blow on people to try and do some damage to kill them. But Eco just running all the weapons on the map, and no, what is he doing? They are just completely outclassing Liquid right now.
Eco, the kind of man you want to have on your team, and also, after you did that wingman, Metal, the kind of man you want to bring to the bar with you.
And 42-29, Ace running around with his scatter shot now as he sees his teammate dies. He's crouched around here. Use the radar and power weapons to his advantage like we see all of the top teams do here. Now takes some damage in the back, gets to drop below the base, and he can just sit here and wait. And if this player overcommits when his shields come back, the scatter shot's going to go right in his face.
Just controlling the pace of the game, that's so important. One thing that Optic does, I feel better than any other squad in the league, is when they have members down, they rotate and stay alive. When they have the advantage, they press it to its fullest and collapse in on the remaining members of the opposing team.
Yeah, and this is an amazing performance once again here coming out of STR8 in this game number 2. They know where these players are. Eco challenging, great thrust backwards, stays alive as the double team starts coming. And just like that, I jinx another player as he dies by a great grenade here from Team Liquid. But look at that kill feed. You can see the power weapons in their favor. You can see the kills, the damage, the collapses from all these teams' icons around the map. And with those kills they just picked up, they're going to go back to top center, only 1 kill away. Regret is not a map that you're going to see a giant comeback like this on.
That is APG staying trash, absolute trash. He is pumped up and ready to go for the rest of this match. They started off down by 8 kills and turned around to a near stake.
And look at that, Team Liquid. They've got to be worried at this point here because this STR8 Rippin squad is playing these matches like we just saw Optic Gaming play against them.
Just incredible performance. Let's take a look at the kills here. Ace, 16-9, and APG, 14-9. Actually, I could just save my breath for the second part and say every member of STR8 had 9 good deaths.
Yeah, wow, that is and that's a lot of consistency coming here. I always hate when one guy has like 2 deaths and everyone else is sitting at like the 9-10 death mark. You're like, okay,
you got to call him out at some point. If you're not here on stream, but at home when we're in those scrims, like, come on, Tom, know you're baiting me. I know you're sitting back a little too much. But also one other notable factor is they didn't have nearly as many assists during this one, whereas Regret, you tend to think of this map where you can get many more assists. I believe it was 70% of STR8 Rippin's kills there were assisted.
Yeah, I mean, that was just overall great dominating performance. And taking a look at the highlights, you can see the score just gradually increase the entire game. Most of the time, we'll see a big lead off the start, and then it'll just maintain and trade kills the end of the game. So somebody up 10-0 might win 50-40. That is not what we saw in this game. This was a team up by a lot in the beginning, and then consistently get further and further behind until they ultimately lost the game by, I think it was 14 kills.
Yeah, that was just a dominating performance by STR8. And also showing they can keep their composure. That was something that I was worried a bit about watching their first match. It seems like as soon as they started to get down a little bit, that they would just crumble completely against that Envious squad. Whereas this most recent game, we saw that is not always the case. We saw Straight Rippin, go down by 8 kills, and bring that straight back.
Yeah, and you can see after that match, you saw APG stand up, start talking some smack, making a statement, and that's my favorite APG to see, the one that is pumped up and hyped here for his team.
I really like this banning phase also from Straight Rippin. One thing you notice is that games 1 and 3 were banned by Liquid. They banned Truth and Stasis. However, Straight Rippin, they also waited to ban, they banned Fathom instead of Stasis. They made Liquid use their ban on Stasis. They realized both squads probably did not want to play that map. Instead, they got to choose that they get to play Coliseum now.
Yeah, and the closest game of the last series was on Fathom CTF against Optic Gaming, where they did win 2-0, but it went the full time. And if you were watching the regular season and follow Team Liquid along the way, you know that that is one of their strongest game types.
That's a wise ban there from Straight Rippin, so just getting rid of that Fathom, at least for this first capture the flag game.
All right, now we're going to start off with this squad that is coming out on fire. And we're going to pick this one up with Eco as he's immediately pushing over here to start contesting Sniper Rifle. He's jumping up, though. It's a pretty good nades. He's trying to predict if there's any players here on the ramp. Doesn't get hit by the nades that are thrown towards Pyramid, and now he's in kind of a sneaky position.
That is a very sneaky position. I think everyone is used to players just going up near Pyramid, going straight up towards Snipe, and instead he just hides at the front of Pyramid, avoids all his grenades, and picks up a nice double kill. But even though he got a double kill, it seems like Team Liquid being extremely aggressive. Both these teams have the flag out.
And that was a great shots there from APG. He was at a disadvantage. They knew his location. He got eyes on a flag carrier. He put shots down and traded with the Rocket player. That is a very big 1v1 win here for him.
Yeah, we will jump on board with Commonly, who is pushing in on the straight base. One thing we've talked about for Liquid, one of their keys to success is that constant pressure. They're one of the best aggressive teams when things are going their way. However, when things aren't going their way, we've seen what can happen. We're going to see if Commonly can bring in this first flag for Liquid as he's taken out, but we will jump on board with Spartan, who has rockets, kind of baiting this rocket corner with this weapon.
Ooh, and this is a great strategy, or great now middle part of the game almost from Team Liquid as they got those rockets. They had that scatter shot, and the scatter shot really was the story of this flag run. But wow, the flag return comes in, so Spartan has to commit, run across the map, and actually go ahead and return his own flag with rockets. So big heads-up play coming out from Straight Rippin. You can count that one as a win.
Yeah. Anytime the opposing team has rockets, has the flag all the way back at the base, if you can start back at square zero, you'll take that any day.
Eco just won another 1v1 against the Rocket player. Ultimately gets taken out, but you're talking about the biggest advantages you can possibly have for Team Liquid, and they're not able to execute.
No, that's always great when you can mitigate your losses, and that seems to be what Straight Rippin is doing. They had it in that game number 2. Honor got Team Slayer. As soon as they started to go down in numbers, they would still, give up a little bit on the scoreboard, but they never got to some insurmountable lead.
All right, now we see Brain trying to put some shots out, keep Ace from running up the top rockets there, but Ace is doing a pretty good job. He's got the carbine, grabbed the kill. Now he's challenging Brain, and now he's got an advantage, actually a 2v1 situation, but this carbine, we've seen it just melt so many players before. Now he's at a severe numbers disadvantage. Ultimately gets taken out.
Yeah. Help came in quite a bit faster for the Team Liquid squad, and they got those kills, and Ace was just in a tough position. So we see Penguin picking up this rockets, able to actually connect with Eco, but not the best positioning at the moment. He'd like to get up a little bit higher, and it looks like some of these favorite members. I'm not sure how he did not hit that one there.
APG times his thrust perfectly and thrusts forward instead of away and dodges yet another rocket. We are seeing so many better individual plays here from Straight Rippin, especially when Liquid has the rockets at this time.
Yeah, we talk about this being a team game, but at the end of the day, if you're winning all your individual battles and doing as much damage as possible, it makes it a hell of a lot easier.
That is very true, Dave. It makes it easy to run the flag when all 4 of the enemy team is dead. You and I can both attest to that one here. Now we're seeing a 2v1 situation here. APG had amazing shots. He's taken out by a rocket, actually. But now we've got rockets and a sniper in the hands of Team Liquid, so this is a really good opportunity for them to regain some map control here.
I'm interested to see how Spartan's going to play this. Looks like he's playing a little sneaky, gets that nice melee, and almost taken down, but I don't disagree with Spartan backing down here. He did his job. He killed the flag carrier. Now he just needs to get some slays, do some shots across the map.
Yeah, I mean, it was almost lucky that that player even spotted Spartan because he was just crouching down there, staying off radar with the sniper towards the back of his base. Now you can see they're playing scared, it looks like.
A little too scared. I mean, sitting all the way on the back of your flag, it's okay with Sniper in certain cases, but it felt like he had all of his teammates alive. I would like to see the Sniper be a little more aggressive, try to make something happen.
Yeah, we'll see if it works out in his favor. If he's hitting the snipe shots, then yeah, your sniper can do whatever he wants almost. But if he doesn't hit 1 or 2 shots here and he ultimately dies, he's literally put his team at a disadvantage of a 3v4.
Yeah, my biggest concern here is Liquid are putting themselves in pretty much a risk/no reward situation. Basically, if Liquid gets all these kills, they still have to push out to power positions, get another round of slaying before they can even get a flag pull. Whereas if things go poorly for them, if Spartan and a couple of teammates died back in their base, that would have been a flag cap.
Yeah, and that's a really good point you bring up, too. It kind of reminds me of that true CTF game where we thought STR8 was going to be able to beat Team Envious, but they got all 4 kills, but nobody was in position to pull the flag, and Envious capitalized off the respawn.
Wow. Spartan, the dog, hitting some great snipe shots. Let's see if Liquid can capitalize on this and push in for a flagpole.
Yeah, he's definitely doing a great job now, and like we said, the sniper play by him worked out in their favor as he was able to hold off the aggression and then move it across the map, and he waited to move it across the map until he had a lot less ammo, so if he were to die like we just saw, not going to put that weapon into STR8's hands.
Yeah, one thing that's just surprising me is watching that from just Spartan's POV, we could tell during that early portion, of course, his team was not in great situation. However, during that later part where he's hitting all the snipe shots, it's surprising that his team wasn't able to get more map control. We just saw a couple red X's across the map.
Whoa.
But look at Penguin just flying out.
Doesn't he know penguins can't fly?
That's true, that's true. They can fly underwater. But, we did see Penguin just trying to push out a little too quickly, and it seems like giving up maybe easy deaths like that. Maybe it's no surprise that these members have died so many times. We're seeing red X's over near snipe side, over near the front bridge.
Yeah, now we see just great play, especially Ace, too. I mean, Ace, I always expect him to be, you know, like Sim said, he's one of the best players in the league. The way he thinks and approaches situations is really unique, and it benefits his team a lot. But his situation, there's a lot of responsibility on what you do and when you decide to do what, and he is making great decisions here today.
Look at Eco just buying as much time as possible. Can get this flag touch. Gets taken down on the bridge, but we're going to see how this one plays out. Looks like Rain is sitting back on the flag, and right now, Team Liquid has killed 2 members of Straight. If they go trade for trade, on paper, they should get the flag recovery and the capture.
Ooh, and it looks like they will go ahead and get that return here now. Commonly's going to put that one in, so we're going to switch over here to Spartan, who's got the sniper all the way back in STR8's base here, but he's getting collapsed on. That's not one of the times you want to do that. Yeah, I mean, that was kind of an interesting decision by him, considering the flag was already back in his base. Maybe wanting a double cap, either way, not working out in his favor. That's
definitely Liquid, though. They try to go for the aggressive plays. They want to get squeeze as much as they can out of each situation, and that was Spartan's mindset. But at the same time, he wasn't in position to grab a flag. It seems like he was just trying to hold down Cave all by himself, and that's a tough situation to be when you don't have any backup.
Yeah, and you can see Spartan, he just ran past that scatter shot. Oh, it goes for Rockets. Only one left here. Does go ahead and get that reloaded. Will go ahead and connect with it as well. Heinz was the sniper player, so that's going to be sniper down here. Spartan, don't know if he recognizes that, but looks like they'll just go ahead and pass up, not knowing that that sniper is now down.
Yeah, I like this play from Spartan, taking his time coming through the front bridge, realizing that players, if they had spawned over at Rocket Corner or Cave, they would likely cross over towards flag. But if he didn't see anyone immediately, he knows that he could just push out and try to get an instant flank.
Yeah, and Spartan, this is kind of a pretty good flank since his teammates are staying alive in their own base. Now, hopefully, if they're able to get any kills, he recognizes one. They just lost a numbers advantage. He's going to push back, try to help out his teammates in his own base. So, pretty good position to be in. I don't know if Straight expects him to be here, so it'll be interesting to see how this one plays out.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that counter pull. If Spartan was in a situation where he got a kill, I would say yes, run that flag. But as of now, this is a pretty risky play. He's putting a lot of pressure on his teammates, forcing them to get these kills. Otherwise, he can put himself and his team at a 1-cap deficit.
Ooh, and look, just like that, he gets taken out. He moved the flag pretty far, but it's already been returned. Dave, really good point you bring up there. That one is not going to work out in their favor. We liked what he did. He got a lot of damage down, but unless you're grabbing those kills, they're not going to be able to run that flag.
Yeah, and here we are actually seeing Liquid for, I would say, the second time of the game actually having control of snipe side, controlling this cave, which is the preferred portion of the map.
God.
That ends up being 3 down for Team Liquid, and Ace is already on the flagpole. This should almost certainly be a capture for STR8 Rippin. I don't know how Team Liquid can stop this, and I don't know why Ace is running it slow.
Yeah, and the last guys are pushed up towards Rocket. Another one guy going out towards Window. Ace running this one across. It looks like he will go ahead and be able to put that one in. As you see in that kill feed there, Hines also has the Rockets and secures a kill.
Despite Ace's lollygagging, running that flag back, they're still able to put that one in without him being touched. We'll jump on with Rain to see if they're going to be able to countercap off of this flag.
Yeah, and that was Spars picking up a big double kill and running the flag. Already gets it halfway across the map. Looks like he will be taken out, though. That's going to be a 2v2 situation here now that we're looking at.
But we're also, again, in the situation with the flags across the yard line. So as a general rule of thumb, when you have the flag all the way on your half of the map, if you go trade kill for kill, your reinforcements are going to come faster because your teammates are going to spawn on your half of the map. Whereas if you're on the opposing side of the map, which are the Straight Rippin members, if you're over on their half of the map, you want to get the flag away from there as fast as possible. You can't trade kill for kill and rally that flag back.
But you can't also let a counter cap happen, so we'll see what happens here. And no, looks like they will go ahead and be able to secure the kills. So that is going to be all tied up now, 2-2 here in this CTF Coliseum game. Eco trying to put some aggression down, but he needs to make sure he's waiting for his teammates. APG's also got a scatter shot, as you can see there on the kill feed, running around here, but ultimately gets taken out as well.
Yeah, Eco just doing a good job. This is the we've seen this a few times from him on this map where he gets up and up in the face of the members of Team Liquid, over either on Rocket corner side or under the base near the courtyard, and just buy so much time. Was that
and Ace doesn't have his disable animation on, so literally just animated a player, adding insult to injury.
I respect that. And as they're doing those animations, they decide to run this flag across the map. I believe that's APG running towards Fountain side. We'll jump on with him for 1 second as he has us now near Snipe side. Now this is a interesting situation time. Now that Straight Rippin has this flag all the way back, they already have so many kills they should be able to just run it right in. That's Ace, I believe, with a triple kill. APG putting that third flag cap in for a 3-0 lead for Straight Rippin.
And wow, another impressive performance. Team Liquid did what they can to get back into that one. Some big plays coming out of Spartan, picking up those Rockets, grabbing a double kill, trying to run the flag, but he's just not able to get enough slays here. Maybe going on too many flanks, as they really weren't working out in Liquid's favor.
Yeah, Liquid started to put up a fight. We started to see the Liquid that we, the old Liquid we'd see, where they're just aggressive, up in your face, but it's just too much slaying power from the Straight Rippin squad there.
Yeah, I mean, that was just another awesome game. Very close, much closer than the first two that we saw here. So maybe this is Liquid starting to show some life, but they have to play perfect Halo from here on out, Dave, because they just put themselves in a terrible position going down 0-3 in this series.
I mean, reverse sweeps are tough, but they're even tougher in a best of 7 when you have to somehow get 4 games in a row. That is a really difficult situation that Liquid are putting themselves in.
Yeah, I mean, if you're up 5-1 in a series, it's virtually impossible to lose. I don't think that's ever happened before in the past, but this is Straight Rippin coming out. And look at this teamwork here on this flag run. The bait, the switch, that just means in order for APG to know when to run that flag, he's not actually watching Eco's screen right there. That is amazing communication coming out from this squad.
Yeah, so Straight Rippin straight stepping it up here in this losers round 1. They're gonna be they're looking prime for whomever loses the match between Optic and Envy. Sure, Straight Rippin lost that first match 4-0, but sometimes bad series happens and they can catch one of these teams off guard in this following match if they're able to close out this first series.
Yeah.
Liquid did start to show some life there. I don't want to fully count them out, but at the same time, every single time Liquid started to step it up, Straight matched them.
Yeah, I mean, that was just great overall play, and you can see Team Liquid's faces. They're all just trying to think, like, what is happening? How is Straight Rippin doing this to us right now? We need to turn this one around. We don't have any more room for error at this point here, and that was just this is Straight Rippin just controlling the series.
Yeah, absolutely dominating performance. This next game we're going to be going on is a snowbally game type. It is Strongholds on Empire. This could be the match where Liquid could get a few kills, get a trip cap going, start to get Straight Rippin on the spawn slays. It's about their only chance right now. They have to send some sort of statement here. They can't just try to eke out a small win. Obviously, they have to take it game by game, but right now, Liquid needs to turn it up, and they turn it up immediately.
Yeah, like we said, no more room for error at this point here as we are getting ready to go into an Empire on Strongholds. Now, this is going to be, in my opinion, another very close game like we saw in this Coliseum CTF, because both of these teams have found a lot of success on this map. And, of course, if anyone's ever watched Empire play out in the past, you know just how chaotic and fast-paced that it can be.
Yeah, we will kick things off on this first one. Who do you want to start off with? I want to start off with Penguin. When we saw it from third-person view or from other players' views from STR8 Rippin, it seemed like Penguin was just kind of flying out, jumping out into open areas and making himself a little too vulnerable.
Yeah, and another tweet here coming out from ESL Halo. We have some big news for you guys regarding the 2017 HCS season, and that'll be coming up a little bit later here in the broadcast. So make sure you stay tuned for that one as we see Penguin off to a great start already stealing that Plaza pistol.
Yeah, I already like this play. I don't like how he's kind of baiting his teammate a little too much there. If you have someone looking away and looking at one of your other teammates, you should instantly be firing there. So I consider that almost a little bit of a bait mechanic.
Yeah, because
a little too much of a bait.
Oh, almost a triple cap coming out here, but commonly clutching it up, getting that kill on high. The Sheriff already putting points on the board, and just now, yeah.
This whole play surprised me at Penguin. Sure, he got a couple of those kills and stayed alive and pushed over towards red base, but he just gave up his position over at Turbine side. He arguably baited one of his teammates over outside and didn't help a little bit faster, and then just reverted back to his own initial spawn point to help capture base that wasn't as significant.
Now, Dave, tell me how you really feel about getting baited.
Oh, dude, I've been baited so many times in the past that I have no hesitation about calling someone out for bait.
All right, and now we see Liquid answering back, putting some points on the board. Almost a triple cap here coming out in their favor. Looks like Sherpin's trying to answer back here with both bottom mid and a side base. That's a difficult thing to do. Takes a lot of confidence, but is it going to work out in their favor? Commonly still distracting. 2 players down in pit. Penguin makes his way into the hill here, but he missed. He doesn't commit to the first player and gets back whacked, and that hill and side base go over.
Yeah, and I guess you could say Penguin migrated a little too late over towards that center pit hill. But yeah, as you could say, he had both those players with their backs to him. He could have easily put a few shots in there. He ended up missing that combo and sure got a kill, but like I said, overall, execution from Penguin right there, not in top form.
Ooh, but now Spartan with some good shots there. Picks a kill on Eco here. Now his teammates, he's going to get in the hill, try to make sure this one gets captured a little bit quicker here. Will go over in their favors. Nobody's able to collapse quickly enough here from STR8 Rippin.
Yep, do overshield. Commonly is out in a great position. He's in a tough decision. He has to make a tough decision though, whether he goes out for that overshield or he challenges that bomb snare pit. Obviously, he chose to challenge the bomb snare pit, and I'm trying to look at all these screens here. If anyone's even aware that this overshield is up, looks like Spartan and Rain are finally pushing outside to go for this, and looks like they opt to give it to Spartan, who is going to be an ultimate commando with this overshield saw combo.
All right, there's about a 932 or so overshield now. Still with the saw, not a whole lot of ammo left, so you don't have to worry about that too much, but still enough to grab a kill, I believe, as long as he hits all those shots. And now he's pushing out of the base. A triple cap finally coming out of here. A Liquid, not going to be long for this world, as the side base is now again recaptured by STR8 Rippin.
Spartan playing this super safe, checking and sniffing every corner, does not want to get back smacked with this weapon, and it pays off as he gets that first kill on Eco, double kill on Hines, and holding control of this pit.
Wow, and that Plaza pistol shot actually hit Ace, who almost looked around the corner here. And now Spartan just melting Eco there with those shots. And now they're keeping them all dead. Driven off the spawn. They really need to start focusing on a side base collapsing here, because this is Team Liquid going off here in this game number 4.
These are some of the first times we're actually seeing members of Liquid like absolutely go off. Sure, we saw a couple of like snipe kills and stuff from Spartan earlier in great position, but right there, Spartan being an absolute monster, getting those back-to-back double kills and keep control of the entire map. This is trip cap still for Team Liquid. They now have a 52-20 lead.
We just saw a player going for a side base and a player going for pit. We called Liquid out for that. It worked out in their favor earlier, but they got all the slays. It's not something you can really do when they have control like this. They need to all commit to one phase.
Yes, and right there, Penguin gets picked off a little bit. That one's not too much of his fault. Ends up being a little too far exposed, but like I said, not his fault when he gets shot a couple times from security. We'll jump back on, give him the benefit of the doubt, and picking up a nice double kill. Bomb Snare doing some damage on that third player. I wouldn't be surprised to see this pit go back in the hands of Liquid shortly after all that damage Penguin did.
All right, now a lot of this is going to come down to APG, who we're going to go on board with in a second once this one plays out here, because he's got the saw. He picked up a kill top tower. Oh, and he gets taken out. It's not going to work out in his favor quite yet.
That is all 4 members down for STR8 Rippin. And somehow still putting some pressure on. Hines going towards that pit as Spartan is going outside. So Hines, I guess, trading kills there down in pit, but looking like Liquid are in the driver's seat of this game as we now see another overshield go in the hands of Spartan the Dog. He runs into 2 players. I like this play. He backs up for a bit, almost jumps out the window. Kind of a juke play right there. But Ace with the ultimate Big Sauce assault rifle, taking out 2 players, getting the double kill, make that the triple kill. Big Sauce would be so proud right now.
He does. That is a very big win considering that player had the overshield as well. Now they recapture pit. I thought Team Liquid was going to be able to close this one out off that last overshield grabbed by Spartan here, but that is not what's going to be happening as we're looking at a triple cap here coming out for Straight. They're going to get back into this one if they can reset blue base here.
And a reverse trip cap somehow. Straight Rippin doing a good job, all led by that triple kill AR from Ace. I mean, he got that last kill with the pistol, that 4th one, but we won't hold that too much against him.
Ooh, and Ace tries to get a melee there uncommonly with the flank. Not going to work out as he gets melted here. Now, Straight had the saw. He ultimately stays alive and helps recapture this pit. So Sherpin not able to hold on for as long as they'd like.
Yeah, Team Liquid already has 2 of the strongholds captured. One thing to keep in mind is that when Liquid had a trip cap, they held it for a good 60, 70 seconds on the game clock, whereas Straight Rippin, they held that for what, a mere 15, 20 seconds at most?
Yeah, well, Team Liquid did an amazing job of keeping Sherpin on spawn there when they did hold that triple cap, and it's reflecting here in the score. Now, we are back in the odd minute. We got the new saw just spawning. Overshield will be up relatively soon here, another 20 seconds or so. They also have the Plaza pistol, so just overall map and weapon and power-up control over in Liquid's favor.
Yeah, I mean, when you're getting control of all the saws, all the overshields, it's gonna start to swing in your favor, and just like that, Conley doing a good job baiting a little bit of the pit side, letting players jump out straight into his saw, and that's just gonna rip apart players. Conley doing the damage needed to hopefully have Rain and Penguin clean this up, but still, this pit is being contested. 2 members of Team Liquid and 2 members of Straight. Who's gonna come ahead?
All right, we'll see what happens here as he finds the saw. They grab the kills, they stay alive, and that's going to be all she wrote here for this game number 4 as Team Liquid showing some life gets back into this series. Now we're looking at a 3-1.
That was I would consider that pretty dominant performance. We saw a new Liquid there. They outslayed 55-44 in that match, but we also started to see those individual plays that we were not seeing earlier in the series. We'd see someone like APG or Eco get those last-second perfect kills or perfect shots on these players. Let's take a quick look at the stats as I am rambling on. We're going to see commonly going not only 15 kills, but also 14 assists.
Yeah, and some of those fast-paced, chaotic games are where we see Team Liquid shine the most, especially commonly, who is that, arguably the most aggressive player here in the league, and representing that through his stats here: 15 kills, 14 assists, while only 11 deaths. While still doing
a lot of numbers. A lot of numbers. That's what we used to talk back in the day when we used to land with this guy named Nistic. He would just say he'd always have like 20 or so kills, but at the same time he'd always have like 22 deaths. He's like, dude, just a lot of numbers. You can't fault me for that.
It was almost kind of like what we've seen almost from APG in the past, where his individual shot was so good he'd almost always get the kill, but then he'd just die by a follow-up there for being a little bit over-aggressive. So you might drop it 20 kills and then have 18 deaths. So it's like, okay, well, you definitely got a lot of kills, but you made the game go a lot quicker than it maybe should have gone. And if we don't necessarily win it, then we're probably not going to be
I think that's the best way to describe it. Sometimes Liquid likes to put these games on fast forward.
Yeah, that's very accurate there. Now you can see these Team Liquid guys definitely got to be feeling a little bit better here now that they have made this interesting and keeping another sweep. I mean, that was Team Liquid's very first win of the weekend here.
But sometimes you just need a spark to light a fire, and that's what Liquid could be doing here to go on to these following 3 games. It's not out of the realm of possibility to bring some sort of reverse sweep here. Just taking a game at a time, letting Straight Rippin start to have doubt creep in their heads, have them change their gameplay a little bit. We all know, you and I have both been in that situation. When you start to get down in a series, sometimes each individual changes their play style a little bit. Like they start to challenge a little bit more, challenge a little less, and it's generally the team that plays and controls the pace of the game that's going to win.
Yeah, and now this is going to be Straight Rippin's opportunity to change their playstyle up once again, now that Liquid kind of got some footing underneath them and figured out maybe some of their faults or errors here from those first 3 games. Like we said, this is going to be a Slayer Coliseum game type now. Straight Rippin did come ahead in the CTF, but Slayer speaks or functions way differently.
So we talked about controlling the pace of the game and the play style. Someone like Liquid likes to charge quite a bit, make the game go a bit faster. How would you describe Straight Rippin's play style?
I think STR8 Rippin is kind of a scrappy team. You know, they are showing much more life and teamwork here today, so it's going to be a lot of bait and switch needing to come out from STR8 Rippin to win this one, like we saw in the Coliseum CTF with the flag run, especially towards the end of the last one.
Gotcha. Well, let's kick this one off with another member from Liquid. We're going to jump on with Commonly, who is flying over towards the snipe side with 2 of his teammates. Line up those grenades for anyone jumping up near pyramid side of snipe.
All right, and there you go, another 2 coming in. The only thing funnier than all she's jokes is Elamite's reaction to them. Great day of Halo HCS. So yeah, I mean, Dave's had some pretty good material here today.
I'm 32-year-old. I can throw some knee slappers out there and throw some dad jokes now, and I can get away with it. So you have to deal with it.
It's very good, very entertaining, Dave. Glad to have you here at the finals. Definitely hope to see you around more.
We are on board with Penguin, who has rockets in a tough position. That's one of the great things about the weapon placement here on Coliseum is that rockets are generally not in the exact spot you want to start them off with. You have to rotate them over to a better location. That's exactly what Penguin is doing, helping secure that double kill and bring in this last rocket over to the front of red.
And that was such a great prediction, Rocket, knowing that player that he just spotted at sniper side of the map was going to jump over there to the sneaky ledge, and he timed it perfectly, picking up that kill. Another good Splinter Nade even coming out. Now you even got Spartan here with the snipers. Let's go on board with him, see what kind of routes he's going to be taking.
Now, the only surprising part, though, is, all right, we've seen Sniper and Rockets in the hands of Spartan and Penguin, but they only have a 1-kill lead after seeing Penguin even get that double kill with the Rockets. So that's not the kind of lead you want to see when you have the weapon and things going in your favor.
Ooh, and Spartan missing some uncharacteristic shots, but throws a great Hail Mary grenade there to finish off the kill on Ace. Now, rotating back up here towards Rockets. You can see 7-5 now lead. APG gets caught out, bottom center, no shields there. Spartan's able to finish that one off. Now they need to make sure they recognize these rotations, and we're seeing Spartan play this one a lot like we saw from Snipe Down earlier, and that's something that looks like STR8's not able to counter here currently.
Yeah, one thing we also did earlier in the series is we went to a listen-in with Liquid. We kind of heard how they're calling out. Sure, they definitely had energy in their voices. They had a little pep, but at the same time, they were down in some of those games. So I want to go to another listen with Team Liquid and hear if their cadence has changed at all. Go into a listen with Team Liquid.
I'm getting fucking rockets.
It's really one shot! One shot right corner!
I'm gonna down with rockets. I'm gonna down with rockets. Nice, I lived with rockets for now. One down with Ace. One shot here. Blue window, blue window.
I'm looking. Grabbing the bar. I shot. Red cat, Ace, I got red cat. Red VR.
I'm waiting for you guys.
Blue silver. Crouching. Blue silver by himself.
Blue singy. Yo, dude, he's on the back. Hold on.
I got blue cord.
I have rockets too still.
I died from fucking red corner. Red trench. Bottom mid, red flag. Last two guys. Bottom mid, red flag. Yeah, he's on tower.
He's gonna be weak, Tyler. He's one.
They hit me. He's one. He's one shot red trench with scatter. He has a scatter.
They
didn't watch pyramid. They watch pyramid. I am trying to look on death camera. I can't see. I hear someone at blue.
I'm from blue.
I'm watching red guys.
Okay, one shot blue. One shot blue beer. One shot blue beer. Where? Dead. Traded.
Bottom of the hill.
Blue sniper by himself. One shot blue cave. Nice shit.
We got a snipe behind me.
Yeah. One shot blue cave.
Any guy grabs on me? Okay. This is good.
Listen, he's just sitting.
Right now.
Alright, start listening. Blue snipe weak. They have snipe going. Red snipe, red rocket. How many rockets do we have? Red snipe, red snipe. Red snipe, red snipe.
Okay.
I'm on bottom mid. Red corner, guys. I can get shot from this guy. Push him. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. He's there. He's crouching. He's looking at me. He's just crouching. Red rocket, straight weak.
Right on the left side of that, Tyler.
Main sniper mid window.
Yeah, it's red window. I'm gonna be alright.
He knows I'm up here.
All right, based on listening, obviously we hear quite a bit more yelling and quite a bit more energy from Liquid side, showing that they're very excited. But at the same time, is that clogging up their communication lines? Like you heard how someone like Rain was moving around those rockets, kind of saying like, oh, there might be a guy blue silver, take it a little slow, whereas the rest of the teammates are calling it out. It's a fine line, finding the right amount of energy and hype, because some teams thrive in that. They know how to unclutter all those callouts and find out what's relevant. Other teams sometimes struggle with that.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely can get in the way. Things can squeak through the cracks when you have that kind of energy and commotion going on. But what we saw from Liquid earlier is they almost need that hype to come out and win these games. Now, Ace has this sniper rifle. He's already grabbed 1 kill with it, doing the same kind of things we saw from Spartan earlier, from Snipe Down earlier, from everyone we're watching. Almost takes out that Rocket player, but he might be able to escape. We'll see how that works out. Ace wisely decides to back up here, not wanting to turn over this weapon.
Yeah, it's okay to try to get that angle to try to finish that player off, but once that player gets away, you got to kind of say, all right, you win. I'll try to get you another day. And I like how Ace just backs up towards this rocket corner, this elbow, and tries to find these players. Now, interesting that he's challenging that so long. He has to realize someone's coming from top rocket side, And now the members of Liquid have this sniper pinned over in red base. Are they going to collapse in on it, or are they going to let him get away?
Oh, this is going to be a scary moment. Ace really needs to hit these snipes. I'd like to see him just almost sprint away here in a minute, but Spartan's got rockets. He's actually got those rockets there. Oh, but he was taken out, so rockets were down. Ace grabs one kill. Oh, gets stuck in the reload.
And there we see a time where a member of Liquid are actually getting clutch. Like, Ace missed a couple shots there, despite having not a full clip of ammo. Same point is, he had enough ammo to finish off that player, and the member of Team Liquid penalized him for it.
And now we are watching Eco here. He's got top rockets on lockdown. The interesting thing is APG stayed alive over here the entire time and actually finds the sniper rifle of Ace. So not the worst thing ever, as it does wind up in your teammates' hands. Staying alive here, getting towards elbow, no shields. So his teammates right now just keeping him alive, but they're really spread out on the map, pretty much expecting Team Liquid to be over here towards Red, Fountain, and Cave. You can see APG just trying to watch these angles. This is a great collapse. Like, they control the entire map, it looks like right now.
Yeah, we see ST8 Rippin with control of top rocket side. They have control of sniper side, and it looks like this seems to be a persisting position that ST8 Rippin likes to hold. They like to hold the sniper over in that rocket corner. It seems like they must get the best angles from there. It must be something that they practice quite a bit, because when I've seen other teams with sniper, I've generally seen, especially on CTF, they'll go towards cave side or sometimes even bring it over towards top snipe.
I'd like to see him take it bottom center. That's something we see from these other teams that are getting a lot of success with it that we're not seeing as much here from ST8 Rippin, because you can even get those angles on players like picking up that new sniper rifle. You can find that shot.
Yeah, and APG kind of in a dangerous situation here. Even though we don't see any players as of yet, APG is aware that a player could push over from Red Fountain at any moment. That's why he has the plasma rifle out, gets that plasma shots, beat down, and trade on Penguin.
Yeah, not the worst thing to happen. He did get collapsed on. Kill coming out of here. Rain, potentially, you have a player from ST8 trying to stay alive as long as possible, doing a really great job at it as well. Woo, and luckily he's got that AR out, doesn't have to worry about missing too many shots. Will secure the kill.
And although Rain was not taken down in that situation, those are the opportunities that Hines provides for his team. Those extra 5 to 7 seconds where he might get reinforcements, where he might get help, and those add up over time. I always try to refer to it as opportunistic time. Basically, any extra second where a teammate can get a shot in the back or come over and give you help.
But this is a scary moment as Rockets and Sniper find themselves in the hands of Team Liquid, and Comley already looking to warm up with this weapon as he rips one headshot on the player hiding over towards Sniper. Barely misses the second one. Starting to get collapsed on. Great job by ST8 Rippin. That's what they needed.
Yeah, so ST8 Rippin closing in over towards that Sniper. Gonna grab it over near the blue cave, and Eco with a perfect shot, getting the double kill on Penguin, jumping out with no fear.
And Walshy, Spartan jumping up on Sneaky, had the rockets that he initially perfected. This is Eco going off right now. Big plays coming out of Kevin here.
I think of those last 3 fights, we've seen him miss maybe 1 or 2 DMR shots at the most. Just incredible accuracy from Eco of ST8 Rippin.
Yeah, look at this. I don't even know where he is on this map. He's moving around so quickly. Great shots, gets that player weak. He's trying to get some help or help out his teammates. Finishes off one. Knows there's still another player bottom center. Decides not to go for him. Rather challenge the sniper player here. But that allows Ace to escape with the sniper rifle. Spartan's also got the rockets, but he gets ripped off again. Rockets down over there in corner. I don't know if ST8 Rippin recognizes that, but either way, they don't have to worry about getting rocketed for a few seconds.
Eco just creating so many opportunities over in those situations, moving back and forth liltingly from Sniper side over towards the couch and just buying so much time. There's no, this is probably the main reason why ST8 Rippin's back in this game is from those plays by Eco. Not just those individual plays where he gets those double kills, but those opportunities he's creating from drawing players out in the open near snipe side.
Now we got to be careful here. Spartan is on the pyramid. Ace just spotted him. The rocket comes in, and it's a missed rocket. Great job here from ST8 Rippin, staying alive. Rain goes down. Spartan still on the same ledge, hits the second one.
Ace says, all right, I got lucky the first time. Let's test the waters again, and is on the receiving end of the rocket. Spartan answered with 3 kills of his own, gained the kills on Ace and APG. He now has Scare Shot and new sniper in the hands of Penguin.
Yeah, that is a big, big misplays here coming out of ST8 Rippin. They needed to be playing that one slow. I don't know if they recognize Spartan had the rockets. It took him 3 sets of the same rockets to get any kills with them, but it works out in their favor as he brings this one within 1.
Yeah, it just seemed like Straight Rippin in that situation, they tried to force the kill on the Rocket player. A lot of times when you know where Rockets are at, you just try to avoid any sort of close to mid-range fights and just create some distance and make the Rocket player have to hit some amazing shots. Instead, what Straight opted to do is Ace tried to push over towards top snipe bridge and get an angle where he got hit by the Rocket. I believe it was APG, the second player, tried to flank around Fountain where, you know, if the Rocket guy has height advantage on you and you're nearby, that's not a good position to be in.
And take a look at this, Dave. We got a second sniper here in the hands of Rain, so this is a scary moment for Straight. They're all just hiding, trying to buy time. They need to hopefully make Team Liquid make a mistake here.
And that was one mistake, though, because we did see Penguin die with the other sniper, and that was the... all right, now they do have combined ammo, so Rain, instead of letting his teammate grab a second sniper, I don't disagree with. He combines the ammo and now has a full sniper with 10 bullets in it.
And barely escapes there with his life. Rockets are still up. He's trying to push over here, get some angles and contest this. You have a player going for it. Rips off Eco's face. 47-44. Team Liquid going on a run here towards the end of this game. Rockets are still up.
I like that play, though. He knew Penguin was flying up behind him, so he let Penguin grab the Rockets. He doesn't want to risk having that sniper/rocket combination, which could, if it gets in the hands of Straight Rippin, end the game.
Yeah, it looks like Eiko trying to challenge the sniper rifle player. It's a scary moment as Penguin shoots that long-range rocket, secures a kill. And now we're looking at a 3-2 series here. Straight Rippin letting that one slip by. And yeah, definitely getting closer here now. But I wouldn't be too worried quite yet. Still got some games to play.
Yeah, that's exactly what Straight Rippin are saying, but same time, like, we've been in that situation before. When a reverse sweep starts to happen, you start to say, no big deal, dude. We got 2 games where we can turn this around. And then before you know it, you're in game 5 or game 7 with everything on the line. It's like, what happened to this lead? You had this nearly insurmountable lead, a 3-0 lead for Straight Rippin, quickly diminishing.
Yeah, and even in that game at number 5, you had him up 43-41, I believe. Now, they didn't have too many power weapons, but Ace had that sniper and probably should have played a little bit more passively with it, but it ended up turning it over to Team Liquid with some clutch rockets coming out of the hands of Spartan.
Yeah, there's a 5-kill difference, but we did see 15 kills, 15 power weapon kills from Team Liquid during that game, and a lot of kills like that where players just come right around to Spartan the Dog's feet and get hit by a rocket.
Yeah, there's this little bit over aggressive towards the end, probably thinking they were about to close out the series, but letting a second game squeak by.
If I was Straight, I would not be too excited for this next game. We saw how much of a fight we saw Liquid put up against Optic here on Truth CTF. They got up to the lead. They got, you know, it was a very close game.
Yeah, I mean, True CTF is one of those game types that Liquid excels on. Every time I bring up the commonly flag runs, it immediately think back to Truth on how quickly he is just rotating around the map here. And Straight Rippin obviously was struggling against Team Envious, but it was a close game. It was the closest game of the series was this. So this might be one of the best games we see so far. True CTF, Team Liquid versus Straight Rippin.
Yeah, we're going to see what they do off the start. What do you prefer to go for? Do you decide to go to like pink side, go for camo, just try to get good position toward top center? What do you prioritize if you had a choice?
I would prioritize getting into their base like quickly as possible and locking down some top center control, because camo can be extremely powerful on the map, but if you're able to grab top control and know that the last guy's most likely down by pink 1, it's a pretty good opportunity to finish off that player if you have some good camo eyes.
Yeah, always getting those height advantages, forcing players to spawn out of locations. And I like how you said the opposing base. It is such a strong position when you can get to the opponent's base, and if you have a kill or 2 go your way, you can grab the flag and start to run it immediately. Or if kills aren't going your way, you can distract on the opposite side of the map, put shots in to players at ping 3, top, middle, or car 3, and help your team break out of the spawn cycle.
And you can just see the looks on Liquid's face. Much more confidence here now, starting to believe that it is possible for them to do this. Straight Rippin looking to shut it down and not let this go to a game number 7. But if Liquid comes away here on this True CTF, that's what we're going to be looking at seeing.
Yeah, we're going to kick things off with APG. Him and his squad went up 3-0 at the beginning of the series, lost the last 2 games. At some point here soon, I would like to go to a listen with Straight Rippin, because I'm just curious as to how their comms are going. Sometimes teams start to get down and start to doubt themselves, and you can hear in their voices. So let's go to a listen with Ace and the Straight Rippin squad.
She's there. They're fighting.
Still up.
Still up.
Watch out, camo. Watch out, camo.
Got it.
Got it.
I killed him. Ping 3, watch out, camo.
Me too. I dive. Come in. Or I'll bubble.
Get to the fuel also. 2 shots. We got carbon. We got bubble.
Swords on Pink Street. Really, we got bubble still with carbon.
Get that sword.
For sword at Pink Street. You got bubble card too. I got a sword.
Maybe P3.
Where's the field?
Come here.
Alright, 2-1 shot. Alright, 2-1 shot on you right now.
Heal Pink 3. Got him.
I'm going Brad.
Still living, still living.
Come on, Bradley. Come on.
I have a
East side
There's
right now.
fuel. Come in. Fuel there. Pink 3.
We car 1, Bradley. We car 1.
Fuel there. Pink 3.
Face the fuel shot.
Got him in. Shot big one.
Shot, 3 dead.
They're car 1 underneath me. He's on me.
I'm rushing
Richie's gonna die. Richie's gonna die.
I'm running a car.
No, we're not there. Kill him.
Coast guard bubble.
I got one.
Distracting here.
Alright, Smith.
They're flagging. They're flagging.
Come here. Come here.
I died.
Alright, stay alive.
Keep fighting.
One there. Slow us down their back lift. I'm spawning car.
Rain's still there.
We have to fight. You guys gotta be
I'll go back.
Slow us down. Slow us down.
Staying alive, Richie.
How many turn weak?
Shot right. Dead. He's dead.
Stay alive here.
They're Eli weak.
Ping 2 weak. Our side. Really weak. Our side.
I got nade.
Rain was a back flag of sword for sure.
One of their basement. I'm still in the Pink tunnel. Pink 2. Kill Pink.
Pink on me, guys.
Our street right now.
Weak.
You're gonna be on the pink side.
Watch out, Eli. Rain, going to the pink guy. Watch out the pink guy.
Watch out front door window. Shot window. Coming lane. Pushing in.
Last down, Richie. Back flag.
Good shots. He's 2 shots. He's spawner bubble ready. Car comes again.
Watch car 2.
They're pink 1.
The car 1.
Pink 1. I saw one car. Front of base from right. Their bubble is clear. Their bubble is clear. Front of base going pink 1. Their car 1. Shot. They're basement. Come back.
Running car 2, Richie.
2 dead.
Basement. I'm leaving Kevin.
Stay alive, Kevin.
He's weak.
Might be a guy behind us there.
Died. I don't know where from. Bottom mid, front of the base pink.
Our flag going pink. Our flag going pink.
Yeah, I'll go pink to the guy.
Bottom middle gonna go.
Pink 1. 3 around pink 1.
I got one. Watch out, pink. He's dead.
3.
Make sure you watch flag, guys.
Our car fight. Look flag.
We gotta stop this guy. We gotta stop this guy.
Weak.
Alright, Camo's 32.
Our pink.
I'm going to
Our pink.
Camo's 32.
I don't see him. They're carded. They got me.
Camo's 32.
Stay alive.
I'm looking car.
I'm in their bubble.
Kill me.
Push car.
Camo's gonna be up. Camo's up.
Time in.
Look at the base peak.
Camo's going back to their base. Camo's going back to their base, guys. Camo's going Eli.
They're pink 2.
Spawn car 2. Brad,
Pink 2. Or pink street.
They're flag. They're backflip. They're coming. Watch out, flag.
Window. One shot flying under the pink guy.
So we heard a great listen of straight. A couple things didn't go their way though. Like I noticed one great play by Hines during that flag escort was he predicted a player could be behind him, be back in his face. He went back to the rotation and got caught off guard by the splitter grenade and the shots by Commonly.
Ooh, big win here coming out from Eco, trying to keep this flag alive. Getting collapse on here from people dropping down from top center. Flag is close to being returned. The flag carrier is still full health up in the attic here, just kind of waiting for that to go back. Hines is going to be able to get a pull though and keep this one alive.
What a great shot by Rain right there, doing so much damage. Also with Penguin getting that cleanup on APG. This is a tough situation to return that flag in bomb center. A member of Liquid has to expose themselves so openly down in that area in order to get that flag recovered, but looks like that's exactly what happens as we see the second cap coming in for Team Liquid.
Yeah, and Team Liquid has really turned this one around here and off to an early lead on this CTF Truth game. 2 different flag standoffs, ultimately just ending in Team Liquid's favor. You see perfect shots here coming out of Commonly from Team Liquid here as Sherpin's trying to get aggressive on the map here, but this is Team Liquid aggression just being extremely powerful.
Yeah, the one threat I would say for Liquid possibly throwing this game away is if they get a little too aggressive, not being willing to give up the flag cap. It seems like so many members of Liquid right now just charging, trying to desperately get that recovery. They need to at some point just say, all right, give this cap up, get some control. We still have a 1 cap lead if we give this cap up.
Ooh, but they will go ahead and be able to put that one in, but it allows Spartan to grab that new fuel rod. Big action coming out. Great nades coming in here from Eco. Goes and takes him out Commonly on a flagpole already. Talked about this player's aggression time and time again. Throws that flag out, immediately just rotating around and looking for some slays.
Yeah, doing a good job being distraction over there, but unfortunately those kills really being cleaned up. And here's the power of player being at the opponent's base, like you said before, Kyle. You can either get a flagpole instantly, you can distract, put shots in people's backs, and unfortunately Rain's not able to toss that one out, but he did buy time for his teammate Spartan the dog to get control of that camo and fuel rod.
And this is a really big opportunity for Team Liquid to close this game out and send it into a game number 7. This fuel rod could be so powerful, but APG, perfect grenades and shots will go ahead and finish him off.
Yeah, I would consider that a huge win for APG, helping take out that player. Despite that happening, we still see the flag moved across the map, and look who's still in the faces of the members of STR8 Rippin. That's Commonly constantly putting pressure on. We're going to jump on with Spartan, who's ground pounding that third flag to tie this series up 3-3.
And Dave, we are going into a game number 7. The first one we are seeing here today, and we said this was going to be a good series. It is not disappointing here. Straight Rippin goes up 3-0. Team Liquid answers back with 3 of themselves. And now we're looking at a game 7, Slayer on the rig, which in the regular season, the final week of Pro League, we saw this game go into overtime, where Straight Rippin barely came out ahead.
Kills were near even in this true CTF as well, as 42-39 for Straight Rippin. So once again, just more objective efficiency and better trades from the Team Liquid side, especially during that time where Straight Rippin, they had 3 or 4 down there, run that flag back. Conley snuck all the way over from pink side, pulled that flag off towards pink side, and just bought so much time. Here's that kill from Conley, taking out Hines.
Yeah, and that flag return, 2 of those flag captures were just crucial and clutch returns on flag standoffs that were coming out of Team Liquid here. So there you have it, some of the replays here. You see just the great flanks that we're seeing from Commonly and Spartan as well here that allowed Team Liquid to get back into this one.
I also love that that fist bump, that fist pounding from Rain after he got that kill. He's like, I got those perfect shots, fist bump in the air.
Yeah, I mean, that was probably some more button mashing than anything, but yeah, it definitely worked out in their favor as he got that kill and the flag pull here. So like we said, Slayers have been close, but
one player we've talked about consistently from this Liquid squad is this emotional player, Spartan the Dog. Let's look at a little spotlight on this team leader.
Yeah, and Spartan here, he's been on Liquid, he's been on Cloud9, he's been on Renegades, he's bounced around, and now he's having the most success now we've seen from him in Halo 5, and that is his qualification here to the HCS Pro League Fall Finals after continuing or staying in the league after being in relegation during summer season.
Yeah, just back and forth with this Liquid squad, and same sort of story with Straight. A squad that had a rough start early on in the fall season and just able to bounce it back and bring themselves here to the HCS Fall Finals.
Right, now the momentum swing back in favor of Team Liquid, but the back's against the wall now for Straight. No more room for error for either one of these teams, as someone is going home very unhappy after this next game.
Yes, well, yeah, absolutely, especially from the Straight squad. If they aren't able to clinch this, they had the lead. They had a 3-0 lead. They just had to kick them while they were down, but they helped them get a little bit up, show a little sportsmanship, gave them a little lift back up, and Liquid took full advantage of it and just ran with that momentum. We are now in Game 7. Based on how this series has been going so far, I think I got to give it to Liquid. They've just been dominating these last few games.
Yeah, I say we start this off here. We've been on board with Liquid a lot these last games on their comeback. We're going to go back over here to Straight. We're on board with Ace as he's immediately pushing in, finds a player in white hole or white corner or so, and then the battles start happening. Sniper rifle is also grabbed. One player goes down. Sniper rifle player trying to escape over back towards SMG. And of course, we got another tweet here, Dave.
Yes, you can enter a code at halo.gg. You just got to enter that code and you get a free rec pack. So I don't know why you wouldn't do that. Free rec pack.
Yeah, Game 7 TL STR8. So it's Team Liquid versus Straight on this game number 7. And of course, everyone at home watching gets that rec pack here. So 3-3, very slow game. Nobody's trying to give up any deaths here.
Absolutely not. Ace eventually taken down. One thing I really liked about Ace there during that whole push was he kept an eye on the sniper. However, we never saw Straight actually fully collapse on it. We do see Rain getting away with the sniper in the bunker and a 1-kill lead.
Right, now you do have Eco trying to be sneaky, but I think he was spotted out. Let's see what happens there as he is hiding down towards Tower 1.
There's a person right around the right corner, and it almost looks like Rain's trying to actually tilt over and actually look for him too. He has a little bit of a unique stance here in the gaming setup.
Yeah, and we are here still on board with Rain, and we will see what he's able to do with this sniper rifle here.
Yeah, we will see where all these players are set up here in observer mode. One thing that Straight was doing very well, especially in the Regret Slayer, is when they didn't have control of the map, they tried to mitigate their losses. They tried to not to give up as many dumb deaths and easy deaths. Instead, they had to force members of Team Liquid to charge out and forcefully get kills, not easy ones. And just like that, even though You have Sniper in the hands of Rain. It's Straight who walks away with a kill.
Yeah, shotgun player gets the kill. Eco there. Ace pops out a little bit too early, gets sniped. Spartan picks up a kill. Looks like Penguin grabs one as well, the Plasma Caster, and it was tied up 5-5, but now 8-5 lead, and Eco not gonna have anywhere to go as he gets collapsed on.
Great exchange for Team Liquid there. Even though they lost that first member, bit by bit, they picked apart members of Straight, just methodically picking off members from Tower. Just staying in such safe positions, and I like this by Rain right now. He just realizes someone's going to go for that caster, and someone's also going to get a bullet to the face.
Yeah, looks like Ace might have spotted him out there. Immediately elects to back down, not wanting to challenge
He knows there has to be someone there. He realizes it's too good to be true. He sees that piece of candy on the ground and says, I'm not falling for it.
Eco gets a kill. Penguin answers back here. Richie Hines does not know that there's a player right above him with the sniper rifle. He gets a kill, but it's going to only just be a trade. 11-7, so Sherman still staying into this one, considering they didn't have the shotgun. They don't have shotgun caster or sniper rifle, but they started trying to answer back best as possible.
Yeah, Rain getting a little over aggressive there, which is okay in certain situations because he saw they got a couple kills, but he now is watching his back and gets caught off guard from person Engine 2 and a player who was over at the tower.
Who and Ace just picked up 2 kills and assisted on a 3rd kill, and Dave 11-8 after an amazing start here from Team Liquid. Sherman starting to get back into this one.
So much ammo too. If Ace wants to, he can combine these. I would say almost on Rick Slayer, I wouldn't be opposed to grabbing 2 separate sniper rifles. There's certain maps where the action picks up really fast and players can charge and you want to almost have a second pistol or BR out. But when you have to get unique angles and obscure angles like Ace is getting from Tower 3, I feel like it's okay at some points to have 2 sniper rifles.
Yeah, and we'll see what Ace is able to do with the rest of this ammo here now as we see him trying to snipe this other player. We'll go into observer mode, recognizing all 4 players are over here now towards BR base. Rain's sneaking around below the base. Ace spots him and is able to escape here. So good rotations coming out of Straight Rippin.
Yeah, and Ace has a sniper in his hands, also with a full sniper in Eco's hands. So right now, they need to slow down this game as much as possible. What is happening, though, is we see the push from Team Liquid. Penguin trying to push up towards this back catwalk as he jumps off the map. The juke of the century, gets his ankles broke and falls off the map.
He did. Oh my God. I feel like I'm watching Allen Iverson on Jordan right now. His 17-16 lead. Straight Rippin, but Spartan now has that new sniper rifle that Ace did not get the ammo for here. New camo should have been up as well, so we'll see how that one plays out here.
I've done a lot of plays in my Halo career, but I can never say that I've made a player jump off the map chasing me.
Yeah, I think Ace must have blown on him a little bit, pushed him off the map. Doesn't even need to shoot his gun there. And there it is. That camo's still up, so extremely late. Now, Penguin, as you can see on your screen, he also has the Plasma Caster here. So all power up and control over in favor of Team Liquid.
Yeah, and this just in, I hear And1 is offering Ace a sponsorship. We're going to see if he's going to join the tour there for them next season. But Ace has been pulling some ridiculous plays this match, but that doesn't matter now since we see Sniper in the hands of Spartan. Despite some of those incredible plays, it's still only a 2-kill game. This is slowed down drastically, and I almost think that a slowed down game tends to benefit someone like Straight. I think of Team Liquid obviously knowing how to play whether it's fast or slow, but clearly thriving in the fast game environment.
And there is so much pressure here on these players right now. 6 minutes, like we've gone through a long time in this game, Dave. This is not gonna go to 50 kills if I had to guess. 18-17 with just over 6.5 minutes to play.
And those are some of the shots that we expect Spartan to be hitting in these situations, especially when the game's so close, but no worries as his teammate Liquid Penguin picks up 2 kills over in Whitehall with that Plasma Caster.
And Spartan still running around with the sniper, is rotated all the way over here to top tower now. Down by 2 kills. The Lex just pull back.
Yeah, he's about to pass go and collect 200 bucks. He's just been running laps around this map and can find nothing. He had that one opportunity to find someone near Whitehall, but besides that, no easy shots.
Ooh, and we just had them gain the lead for a moment, but we're all tied up again. New Plasma Caster just came up. We'll see who is able to secure that one here. Spartan might want to start looking at that. As Hines, there's a great grenade, picks up a kill there, back in favor of Straight. Wow, Ace pops out just a little bit too far, gets his face ripped off.
This is interesting. We're seeing a total difference in how these players play with power weapons. Someone like Spartan gets this weapon, realizes that no one is coming to him, so he goes straight to the action, picks off that player on Carbine, and tries to press this advantage with Commonly, who is pushing over in Whitehall.
And his last 2 snipes were both on Ace. Catches him going for Plasma Caster, catches him again going off of spawn towards Carbine's side. Plasmacast are still in the hands of Penguin. They've had most of the power weapons for the majority of the game here. Even shotgun in their hands. So this is a scary moment.
Spartan still hitting every ridiculous shot. So keeping his team in this game, but it's still surprising. When you see a team that has 14 bullets of sniper ammo, you would expect them just to want to slow it down, and you assume that they would pull ahead slowly but surely, but it just seems to be trade by trade. Spartan the Dog getting that last shot. 4-kill lead for Team Liquid.
And Spartan is absolutely going off. He has 9 and 3 right now, so +6 while his team's only up by 4, and this sniper rifle just paying dividends here for Team Liquid as they regain a healthy lead.
And game has slowed down once again, but Liquid the benefactors of that, because if you think about prior to the last time this slowed down, Spartan was in the situation. They had, I believe, a 2-kill deficit. I believe Straight was ahead. And now Spartan and the Liquid squad pulled 4 kills ahead.
And we'll go here back to Observer mode as Spartan rips Ace's face again. He's catching Ace every time he turns around, completely shutting him out of this game. And wow, gets 2 kills and the camo and the rotation with the sniper back over here towards bunker. Spartan just doing wonders now.
Spartan doing it all, and he has amazing flank at the moment. Nice body shot on Ace, cleans it up for the killing frenzy. Spartan the Dog going clutch in this game number 7.
That means Spartan started this game off 2 and 3, and now he was 12 and 3 and still doing it here for this squad. And the time is starting to creep down. This is not looking good here for Straight Rippin.
You know, there's got to be a lot of hyped Liquid fans out there, but I'm sure there's one that's a bit more hyped than anyone else. That's got to be Papa Spartan out there cheering on his boy here live in the venue.
Yeah, he is just having a phenomenal performance. Almost takes it again here. Going to decide to just back down. Now that camo is up now, so this is going to be the last opportunity, really, based on the amount of time left here for Straight Rippin to get back into this. They need to get almost lucky here.
Dude, even though Spartan has 7 bullets of ammo, I would consider letting Spartan combine this again. He's been doing a good job, not only just hitting ridiculous shot and getting the kills, but also rotating and staying alive with the sniper. The only thing that could really get Straight in the game at this moment is getting some sort of power weapon in their hands, and with Spartan the Dog sprinting around the map with it, I don't know if they can get it out of there.
Yeah, Ace did pick up a trade there with the Plasmacasters, so trades aren't going to be what you want here quite yet. You really need to start getting some slays, but considering out a power weapon, that's pretty much best case scenario that they could hope for at this time. They really need to get this kill here on Spartan.
And this is so tough in Straight's position because they can never pin down where Spartan's at. 1 second they see the sniper over near the elbow, near barrels. The next second they see it near bottom engine 1, sniping up towards Plasmacaster. It's really tough to pinpoint where this weapon's gonna be at next.
Yeah, and here we go. He's over towards Engine 2 now. Only 3 shots here left in this weapon. Commonly, he's got the other sniper rifle up towards Tower 2, so you can see the player on his radar. That's going to be Hines. Doesn't know that he's right next to him. Spartan drops down with the sniper rifle and gets the kill and kills the camo player up by 10 with just under 2 minutes. All they need to do is stay alive, and Team Liquid will be advancing.
Oh my God! Hitting that falling shot on Ace. This is a 12-kill lead for Liquid. Now, the only way I can realistically see Liquid lose this game is if they somehow lose the sniper from Commonly. Now, one thing that I've always taken into account when I've competed in the past is if my team has significant lead, make sure the other team does not get power up. If anything, jump that sniper off the map. It's not as big of a deal. Spartan Spree eventually taken down. Let's see what Commonly can do with this power weapon to close out this game.
Yeah, and Straight, they just have to charge now. There's just not enough time not to. No time to sneak around just like that. When you're hitting shots like that, it's not looking good for you. Commonly pretty much sealing the deal here now with a triple kill, breaking Ace's ankles that time. And wow, 44-33, Straight Rippin this series. Their tournament hopes falling away now, and they've got to be feeling it at this point here. It is just insult to injury from here on out.
It's one of the worst feelings in Halo when you are down by 10 or 12 kills and don't have any wiggle room. Straight Rippin cannot be feeling good. Sure, realistically, this is possible in some ways, but it's most likely not going to happen.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's possible here at this point. Just finding them off spawn and spawn killing everyone when all the sniper shots are just going over in their favor. Commonly and Spartan stepping it up here for this game number 7. And we are looking at a reverse sweep here in the best of 7.
Trying to challenge that and get that last kill, maybe with that plasma grenade or that splinter grenade, but gets the trade. That is a reverse sweep for Team Liquid, taking Straight Rippin out.
Yeah, what a performance. You can see just what that means to them, celebrating like crazy, not even expecting themselves to be able to pull off that miraculous comeback. And STR8 Rippin really just falling apart here towards the end of those games here, letting that 3-0 lead go by. And you can see just how disappointed these players are, knowing that they could have closed it out in that Coliseum game. They just played a little bit more passively.
I mean, I nearly counted them out. It's just so tough when you make yourself at a 3-0 deficit to somehow get a reverse sweep and bring it back 4-3.
Yeah, that is just amazing, amazing jobs here from Team Liquid. Spartan holding his head, still can't even believe what they were just able to do here. And of course, just keep in mind, there's still lots of Halo action here in store for today, as our next match is going to be Optic Gaming versus Team Envious.
A winner's bracket finals for the ages. Clearly, both these squads, the Liquid and STR8 Rippin squad, when they're playing, are evenly matched. Now we're going to have to see if that's the case with Envy versus Optic.
Right, there's Papa Spartan on stage as well. Congratulating Tyler Spartan here for what an amazing performance here. Of course, T squared on your screen as well. Coming up here for a quick interview wearing the Papa Spartan hat. And wow, what an epic series here coming out for these 3rd and 4th seeded teams.
Yes, great series. Couldn't ask for a better match than that, but just heartbreaking for the STR8 Rippin squad and the STR8 Rippin fans out there. Sometimes there's not too much you can do. I mean, you get to game number 7 and you have players hitting ridiculous shots like Spartan Comley, where they just can win and close out that last game. But I believe on the floor we have an interview. Take away, Woody from Toy Story.
You got a friend in me, Dave. You got a friend in me. All right, I'm here with Spartan. Spartan, congratulations on the reverse sweep. I had a side bet going on with your pops that I'd have to wear the hat if we ended up losing. So, no, I'm just kidding. It's a cool hat, so I wore it. But how are you feeling after that killing frenzy and amazing spree that you went on?
Man, let me tell you, like the first 3 games, we kind of just shrugged it off, you know, like one game at a time. I don't know if you guys were zoomed in on me, but I was just saying one game at a time. And game 7, oh man, I think that was some of the best sniping I've ever had. I was taking the right angles, and shout out to Tiberius Aldi, our analyst, for helping me kind of correct my personal rig slayer, and I think it showed.
Yeah, for sure. Would you say that that is possibly the best, not just sniping that you've had, but the best Halo that you've had to close out a series?
That's for sure, without a doubt, the best game 7 I've had. It reminds me a little bit of Worlds when we beat EG, Hammy. But when game 5, like the sniping at Worlds, when I hit that no scope on the guy at Sniper, it was just like a reminder. Like I know I can do it. It's just pulling it off.
So what about the series that happened earlier? Obviously, if both of these teams were playing like this against Optic or Envy, what would have happened? And also, what do you think is going to happen the rest of the tournament?
I think if either, I mean, they were playing so good, we just came back. I think that if either team was playing like this against Optic or Envy, I'm not saying that series would be different, but I think that both teams could have easily taken games off Optic or Envy. I just think that Optic came out hot, we came out super slow, and we were still slow the first 3 games. They were just capitalizing on things that we couldn't stop them from doing. And, you know, and them against Envy, I think the same thing happened. They just came out a little bit slow, and I think we took a series to warm up.
So Optic versus Envy, who do you think's going to win? Who are you looking forward to playing?
I think Optic's going to win. I just think that Optic is just a whole, like, think Allegiance on LAN, except Optic is just like a couple of levels above that. Like
Allegiance on steroids is what you're saying.
Pretty much, pretty much. I think that Optic's going to win that, and I'm looking forward to getting our rematch against Envy.
All right, any shout-outs that you want to give before we head to break?
Shout out to Liquid, our sponsors, Tibby, our analyst, my team for getting me here, and thanks for my dad and my older brother somewhere in the audience for coming out and supporting me. I really appreciate it, guys.
All right, guys, you heard it from Spartan. Shout out to all those guys, but that is just the beginning of the Halo action. We're halfway through the day. We still have more epic series to continue. I believe it is going to be Optic Gaming taking on Envy after this break.